Alright, so recently I started playing a game called Ascension, or World of Warcraft Ascension. Essentially, it is a World of Warcraft private server where they like modify everything to the point where it's basically kind of a gacha game. In the sense that you start off with several cards, you pick them, figure out what you want. So let's just show you kind of what I ended up doing. First off, first thing I did was I got my cards, and kind of this is the role that I had at the beginning. Okay, so the first thing is I kind of like pulled a bunch of random shit. I pulled like, I think 10 times, 20 times. Eventually I settled on, found Frostbolt, and then I was like, alright, cool. Moonfire is a awesome quick dot, so that's a good one to have, and so I grabbed that one. Next thing you know, we're going on, so, ooh, Life Tap, and this is when I start getting really excited, because I love Life Tap. It's just easy mana. And then none of these really appealed to me, though looking back, I probably should have chose either of the other two up there, but I ended up choosing the Shaman Totem, thinking it'd be passive damage, kind of the same way an Imp would be, which is what I really wanted for that third role. So, chose the Shaman Totem, and that ended up being my my build for the beginning in the first 10 levels. Alright, next I should kind of explain how the actual cards work. And the cards work as soon as you hit level 10, and then every 2 levels afterwards, you get 3 cards, same way as how you were picking your abilities, and you get to pick one of those cards to keep. At this point, let me see, I got really nothing good. I think I chose the healing ability just because I had no healing at that time, but you can see from the footage right now what I actually chose, to be sure. I then spent several minutes just running around, probably about 2 hours total, just doing quests, and eventually I found a Grey. This Grey then promptly slaughtered me in good fashion, with me not being able to pump out near enough damage for some reason, and possibly I think I was already low on health or something. I'm not entirely sure why I lost the first engagement, but I did get my revenge, and he dropped some loot that was really good. My first encounter with the random enchantment system was from the loot that I got off killing this guy right here. It's pretty interesting. He nukes me pretty well, so I walk over him, and I'm corpse running like this, just walking over, like, perfectly fine. I'm kind of trying to be very careful to go near the edges of the actual place, rather of the field he was in, rather than the field itself, where he himself was. And it's just gonna take me a while. Like, all right, we're gonna go over here. It's gonna take me quite a couple minutes. Pain in the butt to do, but whatever. Finally, Rez, right over here. We're gonna map out his area, nuke him. No problem whatsoever. Perfectly fine. I'm gonna map him out, figure out where he's at. Yeah, it's not a big deal. At some point, I discover, about level 15, I discover how effective PvP battleground leveling can be, and I just do that for the longest time. I think I am level 30 or 40 by the time I stop and decide maybe I should do some quests again, and I just enjoy the hell out of that. That was a lot of fun, and a lot of my abilities ended up becoming abilities that I picked because they were better for PvP because of this. Of course, I experimented with other things, the open world PvP system in its high risk mode and other such things, but they really weren't as appealing low level to me, because like I was gonna run out of gear pretty fast anyway, and honestly, even after later on when I got up to high level, I ended up forgoing quite a bit of that, and I'm not really doing the high risk PvP right now, because I don't have the gear to PvP people effectively. So yeah, we'll get to that once we get to where I am right now, I suppose. At some point, fairly soon into this, while I'm streaming, another guy pops up, starts talking to me about how I'm enjoying the server. I say, yeah, and I'm talking about it. And he just gives me a full set of 16-slot traveler's bags. Hell, he gives me some, he gives my mom some, and my brother some, who were all planning on playing with me. And I am, like, eternally grateful, despite the fact that I only remember his in-game name and not his Twitch name. Like, I don't know why, but that, it didn't stick, because, you know, I'm a brainlet. But thank you very much, and it really proves the community here is really cool, for the most part. Some of the things this guy managed to inform me of, and that I found really useful, and I'm hoping maybe one of you will, is how blues sell really well on Auction House, especially ones with good enchants. People don't tend to buy greens for enchants, but they will do blues, because pulling them and re-rolling them is cheaper that way, and possible to re-roll. And two, he also told me you were able to get your mount at level 1, and I had no idea this was a thing. So he went up and gave me gold, and gold for my brother and my mom too, and I have a mount automatically. And I am just ecstatic about this, like, automatically wolf mount, yes, wolf mount wolf. And it was just like, holy shit, such relief, because that was one of the biggest pains, was how slow I was moving up till this point. So next thing you know, I decide, cool, I know battlegrounds are really effective, let's try a dungeon. Might take you longer to get in, which it took a lot longer to get in, but maybe it'll be a more effective way to level. It's just about as effective as like a good battleground and a good dungeon. The problem is, dungeons I found were very hit or miss. Some were way more effective than regular WoW dungeons. Others were full of wipes. And it's kind of hard to tell because of like how random your builds are as you're leveling. It's hard to say which one you're going to be unless you're in a group with a bunch of experienced players who are kind of tweaking a little bit, using certain tricks to make sure they have the rolls they want and the gear already on them that they can just throw on, and always have decent gear as they level up. So at this point, I've kind of stopped recording a lot of my stuff and stopped streaming it because, well, I played, I think, for like 8 hours a day for like 2 days in a row, or maybe 14 hours a day. I played a lot for a while. Suffice to say, I didn't only play that character, I did also start another character to do questing and stuff with my mom and my brother. And that character I'm not even going to show because I hate him so far. But show a little bit of combat right here. Yeah, or is it here? I don't know. Around me somewhere. And then I'm going to show you what my character looked like at the end of it. I also learned how to reroll abilities and cards and stuff like that, which maybe I'll make a video on in the future if I remember to next time I make a next time I level up a character up to max. Because it was really complicated and did take a lot of time at the beginning for me to understand. So we'll see how that goes, but for now, check out my what my character is right now. Okay, so here's my character right now, if I can get him to spin. He is as you can see, he has a Void Walker behind him, but that's not the only demon pet he has. I'm gonna enter world real quick, and then I'm gonna run around to an area that hopefully you'll be able to see him a bit better. As you can kind of see already as we're moving, he is in Shadow form, the Shadow Priest's Shadow ability. Honestly, I got this mainly from looks, but it does increase my damage dealt by 10% and grants periodic damage from and adds increased damage from my Shadow Word Pain, which is good. I mean, it's more shadow damage. But as far as whether or not this character is effective or not, I have no clue. But he does have 1, a Void Walker, and 2, a Fell Hunter demon, not sure which one's better or worse, but I also have Curse of Doom, Summon Water Elemental. Overall, he kind of has a lot of my favorite abilities on him. Is he the most effective use of these abilities? Oh hell no, I run out of stamina literally all of the time. It's kind of a big problem for me. But I do have Psionic Scream, I have, and then I have a Blink, Lay on Hands, where is it, Ghost Wolf, and once I'm in Ghost Wolf, for instance, I have 2 different ways to just drop some aggro with Fade and Evasion to get the hell out. So really good for if, say, I get in trouble in a battleground surrounded by enemies. I can Psionic Scream, Lay on Hands, Blink, Wolf, and then cast these 2 as I'm running away. Cast Fade and Evasion as I'm running away. And that will get me the hell out of dodge if things go bad. But other than that, he is pretty much Emolulate, Confligurate, Shadow Burn kind of build. Very much Warlock-esque, throwing in a Shadow Word Pain every once in a while to add an extra dot damage. Is he the absolute best character? No, probably not. Is he even a very good character? I have no idea. I'm really not well geared right now. I don't even have a bow anymore. And a lot of my character gear is from like 51, 55, 58, 45, 38. These ones I bought. No pants, because you know, who needs pants? And then what is this? I don't even see what level this thing is. Oh, it's heroic, so it shouldn't be too bad, I guess. 55. Yeah, I'm really not geared right, and some of the shit's agility equipment instead of freaking yeah, see, I got an agility ring, but I was using Frostbolt a lot, so for a while, so before I got rid of Frostbolt, so I picked that just for its enchant. I don't know, man. I need to fiddle with this a hell of a lot more, and maybe in the process I will gain some more rerolls until it turns good. But I don't think I'm going to restart this character unless, of course, I manage to get a Void Walker, Shadow Form, and Psychic Scream cards all in enough that I could use them. The only other ability I'd kind of want that I don't have is Portal Mastery, just because of cool talent. Though I do have Conjure Water, which is nice, I suppose. Anyway, that's kind of going to be it for today. Hope you're having fun. Tell me what you think, and also tell me what the hell I can do to fix my build, like, as you see what's on here. I do need to get some REs that are good, because like that, I don't have any of those that are decent. But beyond that, I don't know what to do, and I definitely don't know what to do about my mana problems that I'm having. Well, actually, I have an idea of what I could do about my mana problems, but I don't know if I want to do that specific thing. Involves improving my life tap. But anyway, that is about all. Yeah. Let me know.